Tries to split the defense. He goes around a couple of guys. Backhands off the netminder. And it goes wide of the net now. Wilson's going to go for a change as it's going to come to the stick of Nico Stark. Stark's going to move it in. Green tried to reverse it over to Frankenfield. It's going to be chipped around Frankenfield as Ferguson's in a foot race here to recover. He gets to that puck. As he gets his head up now, he's going to sit over to Frankenfield. Transitions nicely up and enter the zone. He's got Paris going with them. Join the rush as well. 17's going to seal off number 19, Bingham Green, as the Pens are going to change up some of their personnel here. And around everybody, this is going to be long enough for icing again as Nenevisa goes back for it. And we're going to head 200 feet down the ice for an offensive zone face-off. 8:27 to go now in the first period. Work back to center. He's going to try Nenevisa here. Got a couple of dives there. Arc and number 43, that's Grant Loy. He's going to be hooked up here as he's going through the neutral zone. As the Pens lose possession of this puck, number 2 runs into the boards. It's going to come to the stick of Connor Wilson high in the zone. He's going to go across the ice to Borman. Doesn't connect with him as Philly's going to try and exit the zone here. Applying some pressure now is number 93, Riker Ferguson. It's going to get behind. Stark foot race here between Loy and number 86. Shot taken, glove down by Dragosic, and he covers up the rebound. Dragosic's been sharp here early this morning. 7:05 now on the clock. Another defensive zone draw to the left of Max. Ferguson steps in with Paris and Green as his wingers. Loya and Stark are going to be on the backside here. Stark's going to backhand it behind the net. Over to Loya. Now finds Bingham Green, throws it to his centerman, Ferguson up to Paris. Paris tries to go back to Ferguson. It's going to be picked off here by 22. He's going to come in one-on-one against Stark. Goes through the feet of Stark. And Spittle now has it behind the net. He stripped off by Ferguson. Ferguson moves it to Stark. Stark's looking for a pathway here, as it's going to be Blake Paris that cleans it up. Paris moves it to Loya. Loya up to Bingham Green. Bingham Green's back into the offensive zone. Long shot taken. Pad save there by netminder number 29. It's going to come back to center here where Noah Walsh has it. He's looking for a pathway. He's going to throw it. Nice centering pass up to Bingham Green. He's going to come in one-on-one. He works around one guy, tries a toe drag, or a curl and drag. Loses possession, though. Comes back to the point here to Noah Welch. It's going to be shot back and into the neutral zone. Now it's in the skate of a couple players. Still loose. Connor Wilson, though, was just a hair off sides as Bingham Green tried to bring it in the zone. Connor Wilson steps in for the draw. It's going to be one back to Frankenfield now. Frankenfield tries to move it up to Phillips. He's going to be banged into by number 8. Our own number 8 comes over to help out. That's Connor Wilson. Wilson moves it to Phillips. He tries to go across the ice. It finds the stick of Connor Wilson, gets it back as Phillips now has it. Wilson moves it to... He's going to keep it himself. He's going to try and switch with Frankenfield. Now it's Wilson manning the point. It goes across to Phillips. Finds Noah Welch. Long shot taken, deflected wide of the net by Phillips. Phillips is going to get an interference call here as he ran into a guy as he was coming to play that puck. And I believe it's going to be number 3, Sawyer Phillips, that's going to the box. Some body contact there. 5:24 now to go in the first period. Pens are going to have to kill off their first penalty of the day. As number 3, Sawyer Phillips, is going to go in for an interference call. 1:30 on that PK. And our penalty killers, number 45, Brooks Gaworski, number 74, Easton Borman, shot and deflects high over the net. It's in the crease right now. Still loose. Max is going to cover this up, as Loya and Nenevisa are going to clear the pathway in front of them. Only 8 seconds ticked off that penalty, as Borman's going to step in against Roach. Roach is going to win this back. It's going to come back to the point man, number 7, Fazio. Fazio is going to send it long down off the wall, where Nenevisa is going to go to work against 86. It's dangerous pass through the crease. It's going to find it. It's going to be an outlet pass to Brooks Gaworski. He loses control of it, though. He's going to just dump it deep now. Smart play there by Brooks, as some time's going to tick off the penalty, and now we're under 1 minute to that penalty call to Sawyer Phillips. 4:50 to go here, as Roach is going to try Nenevisa here. He's going to cut to the middle of the ice. And gets a long shot about a foot to the left of Dragosek here. Nenevisa, as he was clearing, runs into 86. 86 is going to come in 2-on-1. Backdoor pass to 20. Runs out of real estate. It's going to be deflected high off the glove of Dragosek. Big save there again by Max. Man open in the slot, as it's going to be number 20 now that picks it up. 32 to go on this PK. It's going to come back to the point man, number 00. Long shot taken. Deflects down in front of Dragosek. Doesn't get to him. Loy's going to send it now up the wall. It's going to find the stick at 20. 20's going to go back to his point man, 0. 19 to go on this penalty. Over to Spittle, number 7. Long shot taken off the stick, and Nenevisa. Good job by CJ blocking that chance. Roach is going to approach him, though. It's going to have a couple of bodies go behind the net. CJ is working hard from his knees. It's going to squirt to Roach. Roach to number 20. 20 back to the point man. We're back to 5-on-5 action. Long shot taken, blocked away by Nenevisa, as behind the defense is Sawyer Phillips. See if he can catch up to that puck. He cannot, so it's going to be an icing call. Couple big saves on that PK by Max Dragosek to keep the score 2-0. And we're going to have another D-zone draw here to the right, this time of goaltender Dragosek. 3:44 to go here on the clock. Ferguson steps in for this draw with Green and Paris. Frankenfield's going to move it behind the net now to Nico Stark. Stark up to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to try to go through center. It's going to be picked off by number 2. And he's going to pick up his own pass, as Ferguson's going to bring it in down the right wall, as he's trying to work around number 22. It's going to go behind the net to Blake Paris. And coming high in the zone here, as 89's going to chip it behind Frankenfield, but back to recover that puck was number 19. That's Bingham Green. He's getting the feet moving, as he's going to come down the left wall now. He's run into it by a guy. Puck's going to squirt behind netminder number 29, where Ferguson tries to catch up with it. He cannot do that, as 22 for the Philadelphia Hockey Club is going to come back to center. Centering pass here to number 89. Long shot from outside the blue line, goes wide of the net. Stark's going to try and move it up. It's going to come to the half wall here and across the ice, as number 17 now has backdoor pass, was open available but for a second there, but that's going to get sealed off, as Stark's going to push this puck up to number 25, Blake Paris. Blake Paris curls around one guy, loses possession of this puck, as number 17, the Philly defender, is going to pick up the puck now. 22 is going to try and work around Nenevisa. Nenevisa strips him off the puck, starts the transition. He's going to dump it deep into the zone, where Owen Mulligan's going to go in on the forecheck now, as number 17 for PH. He's going to pick it up. It squirts free in the slot. Connor Wilson, backhand shot, still loose. Mulligan shoots it wide, as number 5's now going to come out of the zone. Loses it in his skates, though, and has to stop up to get possession of it. It's going to be picked off by Sawyer Phillips. Phillips moves it to Mulligan. Tries a toe drag here at the center red line. Phillips moves it to Welch. Welch's got a little room. He's going to come in on his backside. Protects the puck. Backdoor pass, as Sawyer Phillips is now going to dump it down to Welch. Welch goes around one guy. He's going to go behind the net. He's looking for a pathway. He's going to squirt it out in front, as he loses possession of that puck. Sat too long with it behind the net. As it's going to be shots to the half wall here, and to the stick of Owen Mulligan. He's going to try and get it deeper. Over to help out now is number 93, Riker Ferguson. It does get deep in the zone, but it's going to be shot back up to the point area and back to the neutral zone where Noah Welch, number 14, is going to pick it up. He's going to go D to D over to his partner, Nenavisa. Nenavisa is looking for a pathway, finds a streaking Easton Borman who's fresh on the ice. Centering pass attempt doesn't get through. Nenavisa going to try and get it deep. It's going to be picked off here as Max Roach is going to bring it out of the zone. Nenavisa's on, and he's going to curl back. Pushed to the wall by Roach. Roach has the puck stripped by Gaworski. Gaworski tries to connect with Borman. Borman loses the puck here. A lot of neutral zone play right now. 44 to go here in the first period. Curl move by Wilson gets picked off, but it finds the stick of Grant Loy. Is going to try and bring it into the offensive zone now. He's going to be sealed off by number 17 here on the near wall. Goes behind goaltender number 29 as Max Roach is going to reverse things. He's going to try and get some room. He's going to be tripped up by Gaworski. Another penalty here coming up. Another tripping call. This time it's going to be assessed to number 45, Brooks Gaworski. 26.2 to go in the first period. Pens are going to go right back to the PK. Pens were controlling the play there for a couple minutes. Take a penalty. We're going to have to kill another one off here. On the first call here, Max Dragicic had to stand tall to keep it a 2-0 game. And are going to have to do it again here. Connor Wilson's going to step in for this D-zone PK draw with Borman on the backside. It's Nico Stark and Grant Loya. It's in Roach's skates. Can't find it, though. It's going to go back to 20. 20 back to his point man, number 00. He's going to step around a couple of guys. Still has the puck. Right pad save there by Dragicic, and it's going to be shot down the ice. Pens are going to take this icing here as Dragicic kicked that right pad out. There's the puck was just sitting in the crease. Dragicic alertly with some quick reflexes, keeping the score 2-0. 1:14 on the penalty call to Brooks Gaworski. 2-0 now, the score. Wilson steps in, loses this draw, but it's going to find number 00. It's going to be gloved down by Dragicic. 3.5 to go now here in the first period. Pens are trying to get out of this with their 2-0 lead. Thanks to 2 goals, one from Nico Stark and the second one from Connor Wilson. And that's where we're going to be at the end of one. The score, Pens Elite 2, Philadelphia Hockey Club 0, here from the semifinals of the 2024 Midwinter Classic here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. We'll take a break. There's not 15 minutes on the clock, so we're waiting for the scoreboard operator volunteering here to put some time up. There's no time on the clock, so we're going to hold up as things get situated, as we're still showing period number 1 and triple zeros on the clock. 15 minutes are now on the clock, so we look ready to go here. Second period action now underway. Pens again on the PK here as Paris is going to win this draw back to Welch. Welch up to Green. Green's going to bring it into the offensive zone. It's going to be shot into some open space here, and it's going to find the stick of number 00. He winds things up as he goes around Green. He's going to come out with some speed here as He's going to dance around Frankenfield. Now he dances around Welch. Shot taken, big blocker save, finds the stick, juicy rebound as it's going to find the stick of Welch. Welch is going to curl back behind the net. He's looking for his D partner. He's going to curl back again. He's going to move it to Blake Paris. And Paris chips it out of the zone. As we have a whistle here. And it's going to be a penalty call against number 86. Not sure what happened, but we'll take it. As we're going to go to 4-on-4 action. Penn's going to change up the troops here. Offensive zone faceoff that kills off the penalty to Brooks Gaworski. As we're going to play 4-on-4 here for the next 59 seconds. Or correction, 31 seconds. And then the Penguins are going to have 59 seconds of power play time. Wilson's going to win this drop back cleanly to Nenevisa. He's got a little bit of time. He has his head up, surveys his options. He's going to go to his point man. Good pass there from CJ. Loses control was Loya, but he's going to move it down to Borman. Loya wins that puck back. 2-on-1 developing here as 22 is going to come 1-on-1. Borman cancels out that 2-on-1, lifts the stick, and it's going to be picked up by Connor Wilson. Good back check there by the Penguins. Wilson's going to streak down the left-hand wall, cuts to the middle, deflects high up over the glass. As Nenevisa now picks it up, he curls back. He's pulled down. Nothing called. Loya's going to move down to the red line. Back to Loya from Wilson. He's going to play catch here with Wilson. They change places. Backdoor pass just over the stick. Freshly on the ice was Brooks Gaworski. Good look there by Wilson. As it's going to squirt over the stick of Nenevisa. And it's going to be long enough for icing. As that power play for the Penguins generates a chance there. Nice backdoor play. Almost connected for a tap-in, but 38 seconds here to go on this power play. 13:34 to go in the second period. 2-0 to score. Semifinal matchup. Philadelphia Hockey Club and your 2015 Pittsburgh Penguin Nenevisa squad. Here looking for a berth in the championship game later today. As the puck's going to be shot wide of net by Nico Stark. Phillips is going to reverse this back to Ferguson. He's going to be run into by number 00. He's going to work it around Phillips. Sawyer, though, wins that puck battle. Backhands it through the crease. Nobody was high in the slot there as Mulligan's going to run over to seal off his man. That's Max Roach. Ferguson's going to curl around one guy as he's going to bring it back to center. Long stretch pass for a waiting Sawyer. Phillips was far on the blue line. Gets around one guy. Long shot glove down by 29. He's going to play it here to number 00. We're back to 5-on-5 action as 86 is out of the box, but keeping an eye on him was number 7, Nico Stark. But it's going to be picked up here at the blue line by Max Roach, streaking as he's going to work around Stark. Backhands it into the crease. Couple of bodies here. Max is going to swallow that up, get a whistle here to keep that out of danger. As we're going to have a penalty called after the play with some emotions running high. Owen Mulligan's going to have a seat. So the Pens are in a familiar spot, right back to the PK. This time it's number 12. Owen Mulligan going to the box. Minute 30 now on the clock. 12:41 to go in the second period. Clean face-off win back to the point. As number 2 is going to walk, and he shoots it off the backside of penalty-killing machine Blake Paris. It's going to now find the equipment of Nenevisa and up to Bingham Green. Pens getting in their shot blocks here, but unfortunately we're not playing in Canada right now, so it's going to go all the way down the ice, and it's going to be long enough for an icing call, so we're coming right back in for another D-zone draw. A minute 12 now on the PK. Dragicic has stood tall. Two nothing the score. 12:22 on the clock. It's going to be Bingham Green stepping in now for this faceoff. He tries to push it forward. It's going to be one over to Paris. He's not able to push it further here as number 20 is going to cycle it back to his point man, number 00. It's going to go along the red line here. Pens are staying at home here on this PK. 00 tries to go through, but waiting for that pass and picking it off was number 19, Bingham Green. Looking to get it deep here. He's unable to do so here as he knocked it off of number 7. 22 crashes in the board, but it's going to be number 00 that's going to come with some speed. He's going to try and split around Noah Welch. He's going to go right. It's going to be sealed off. Welch is going to go pick up this puck. He gets his head up. He's going to try and headman this pass up to Brooks Gaworski, who was behind the defense. He's going to come down the right-hand wall now. Brooks Gaworski goes to work. He's going to be sealed off by number 7. He's going to get back to his point man. That's going to be Wilson covering back. Long shot taken, deflects down. Number 00 now has it. 20 seconds to go on the penalty kill. As Roach is going to try and do a stretch pass up to number 20. He's going to be defended at the red line, or at the blue line, by Loya and Gaworski. He's going to bring it off sides, and that's going to be a neutral zone face-off. 13 to go on the penalty call to number 12, Owen Mulligan. Wilson's going to win this back to Loya, who has to retreat back into his own zone to pick up the puck here. He's going to go behind Dragicic now. And he's going to move it to his D partner. That's number 7, Nico Stark, who got the goal scoring started today early in the first period. It's going to be thrown back to the point off the stick of Phillips. We're back to 5-on-5 play as Mulligan joins the D zone coverage here. And it's going to be pushed further behind Dragicic by Philly, where number 12 now has it. He's going to move it to our own number 12, Owen Mulligan, unable to push it up the boards, though, as he has his pocket picked. And it's going to squirt now to our own red line behind netminder Dragicic, as Loya's going to move it to Phillips. One-touch pass up to Connor Wilson. He's got a step here as he gets around number 27. Pens are making a change behind the play, though, as Wilson's looking for a pathway. He's going to squirt it back to Gaworski. Gaworski's going to throw it right back down the wall. Smart play by Brooks. Mulligan's over to try and get to this puck, where it's going to deflect off a couple of sticks onto the stick of Riker Ferguson. He's going to wind it back to Welch. Welch is going to push it out of the zone. And Welch moves it to Borman now. Borman's going to come down the left-hand wall. Long shot, pad saves, juicy rebound, still in the crease. Ferguson tries to put the rebound in. Philly looks happy to just ice this down the puck, or down the ice, as Frankenfield's going to go back and get it. Icing's the call. Offensive zone face-off. Coming up to the left of goaltender number 29, Williams, for PHC. Offensive zone face-off here. Riker Ferguson's going to lose this to Roach, but Borman's on to create a turnover, as it's going to squirt back to number 43, Grant Loya. It's going to be Ferguson now that has it. And Borman's going to push this along behind the net. Tries a wrap move. Finds the stick of Ferguson. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots. Gaworski's in there. He's trying to kick it forward, as Netavisa pinches down to keep that in the zone. It's going to squirt high in the slot to the stick of Borman. He loses control. Roach is going to come out with some speed. 3-on-2 developing here for PHC. Roach is going to try and ice. He's going to curl to the center of the ice. Now he's going to go around Loya. Grant does a nice job keeping him to the outside. Sticked away nicely by Dragicic to the stick of Gaworski. Gaworski throws it back to center, where it's possessed by number 00. Works it over to Roach. It's going to be stopped up here at the blue line by number 93, Riker Ferguson. It's going to be chipped down to Nunez, number 17. He's going to be forechecked there by 45. That's Brooks Gaworski. It's going to be thrown far on the left wall, where 21's going to try and get around a couple of guys. He goes over to 86. Long shot, as number 0 and Frankenfield are having a conversation in the net. We've got a 2-on-0, 3-on-0 here. Bingham Green's coming in with some speed. He's got a couple of guys with him. He's going to hang on to it himself. It's still in the crease. And Easton Borman tucks in the pass from Connor Wilson. A 3-on-0 makes it 3-0. Green brought that in with some speed, decided to hang on to it himself, takes the shot, rebound sitting there. Wilson tried to throw it across, tucked in by Borman. 3-0 now, midpoint of the second period, 8:28 on the clock. And Riker Ferguson comes on here to take this draw now with Bingham Green and Blake Paris. As the puck's now going to come to the goal line area. 22 and Ferguson are going to battle for it. Puck's going to squirt up to number 7. Is going to throw it right back behind Dragon Stick, where it comes to our own number 7, Nico Stark. He's going to throw it up the half wall, though. And he's going to get that puck back here in the slot. He moves it to Bingham Green. Bingham Green's going to try to walk in 1-on-3. He's going to tuck it behind everybody. He's going to go to work against number 27. He shoots it off the shin pad, and number 27 is going to come behind the net, where Paris tries to retrieve that puck. Can't get to it here, as PHC is going to try to enter the zone here 1-on-2. Dances around Welch. Welch is able to recover here thanks to Ferguson. Welch is going to move this puck up to Paris. Paris loses control here as he was trying to hit Bingham Green, streaking in the neutral zone, unable to do so. Bingham Green's going to now control this puck. Long shot. He just dumps it into the zone. He's going to go for a change. As Sawyer Phillips is now going to keep this momentarily in the offensive zone. He loses control here as it's going to squirt over to Mulligan. Loya now has this puck. He's looking for a pathway, as he's going to take it with some speed himself. He's going to try and curl around number 7. He seals him off. It's going to find the stick of Owen Mulligan now, taking it low in the zone. He's going to go around the net, trying to wrap around move. It was there. It's shot through the crease behind the netminder. Connor Wilson now has it, where Phillips is going to have it. It's going to squirt free up to Noah Welch. He's going to curl around, shot taken. It's going to go right to the high slot. Sawyer Phillips now has it, backhanded to the stick of Wilson. Shot over the net, though. Mulligan rushes over to keep this in the zone, as Sawyer Phillips brings it, and he's going to throw it in on Williams. Wilson was looking for a rebound. He's going to be knocked to the ice by Fazio. So Pens have an offensive zone draw coming up, 6:33 now. He's now going to find the point man. That's Nico Stark. He's going to dump it right back down the wall, as Loya pinches down to try and seal this in. But Borman's going to get back and cancel off that momentary 2-on-1, as it's going to come back to the neutral zone. Ferguson's going to chip it around a defender, but it finds the stick number 15, Max Roach, speedy winger here for PHC. He curls around a couple of guys. He's going to come in now 1-on-1 against Stark. He dances around Stark. He's trying to get around Loya. Shot 2 feet wide of the net, though, as Stark's going to send it back up to the point man. Stark comes right back down to him. Tries the headman pass up to Gorski. Goes a little bit behind him, though. It's going to be long enough for icing, and the Pens are going to have a D-zone draw here. 5:50 to play now in the second period. 3-0 to score. Nico Stark got the goal scoring started in the first period, followed up by a goal by Connor Wilson. And then in the second period frame, it was a goal by Easton Borman off of a 3-on-0. So that's where we stand here. Semifinal matchup between PHC and your 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Nenavisa squad. As we approach the late portion of the second period, number 25, Blake Paris, tries to get the motor going. He still has this puck. He carries it in, tries the little pass over to Bingham Green. That just goes in front of his stick. It's going to be dumped all the way back down the ice. Pens slow their skating up here to make sure that it reaches the goal line. Icing's the call. A lot of icing calls so far today. PHC has just been dumping it down the ice a couple times to just get it out of danger. Offensive zone face-off here, as it's going to be Blake Paris. It's going to step in to take this draw. Philly wins this back, where Fazio is going to take it behind his own net. He's going to throw it up the wall, where Wilson now has it high in the zone. Paris does his best to keep it in, though, and does, as he's going to take it down the left-hand wall. He's at the half wall now, and now at the goal line. He's going to be sealed off by 7 and 8, but Bingham Green's going to strip the puck. He's going to try and work it to Connor Wilson. He does, dances around one guy, finds Bingham Green. It's still loose in the crease, shot taken, as it's going to squirt out of the zone here, as Frankenfield's going to come over and pick up this puck, as we got a couple of guys that are down in the crease, but I think their masks might be hooked together, And that is the case. Bingham Green has his mask tied up. And get some help from the referee here to get them separated. They exchange some holiday wishes. And they're going to go back to the bench. 5:01 now to play. D-zone draw. As the ref was able to get them separated. It was right in the crease, right in front of netminder number 29. He was down. 2 players were down in front of him off of that scramble. And it's going to be Riker Ferguson now. It's going to win this back to Nenevisa. Nenevisa is going to throw it behind the net to his deep partner. That's number 43, Grant Loya. Loya up to Phillips. Phillips backhands it up to the neutral zone to number 12, Owen Mulligan. He's going to come in 1-on-4. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got a backdoor pass open. Tried to hit Ferguson backdoor. Just off his stick, though. Deflects wide of the net here. Ferguson's going to change places with Loya. Good pass there. Good idea by Loya. Trying to move it over to Mulligan, who engages with number 2. Loya's going to cycle it back down to Phillips. Phillips pull move over to the stick of Mulligan. Shot taken. Rebound. Still in the crease. Phillips is trying to put it in there. Ford's tried it. It looked like it squirted in the net, but Mulligan's going to be thrown to the ice by 2 as it was under the pad of Williams. And he did the scoot to make sure that the ref did not see that. Smart play by netminder number 29 where it may have been slipped behind him. He sealed his pads up, pushed up into the crease. Flurry of rebounds there as that shot after the whistle is going to result in a Penguin power play. As there's now 4:15 to go here in the second period. Puck's going to squirt up the half wall to Easton Borman. Borman now has this puck. He tries to reverse back. He loses an edge, though, as he has a stick in his midsection, but it's going to come to Connor Wilson. Wilson's looking for a pathway. Leaves it for Loy. It's going to move down. High in the slot. Shot taken into the equipment at number 17. It's loose. Low in the slot here. It's going to be covered up here by 29 smartly, as a couple sticks were in there from Borman and Gaworski looking to poke that rebound in. 1:02 now to go on this power play. 3:50 to go in the second period. Three 0 the score. It's going to be Connor Wilson stepping in with Borman and Gaworski on the backside, Loya and Nenevisa. It's going to come back to the point man. That's Loya. It's going to be deflects high over the net. Borman on to get to this rebound. It's going to be thrown now to Wilson. Wilson now has it. He dances around a couple of guys. Still has it. Tries a bad angle shot there. Borman's going to shovel it over to Gaworski. Gaworski's going to cycle back to Borman. 37 to go in the power play. It's Borman walking around a couple guys. He's pulled down. It's going to come out to Roach. Roach is going to exit the zone here. 28 seconds to go in the power play. Wilson's going to pull down Roach, though. Roach was exiting with some speed. We're going to go right back to the penalty box. Pence had 27 seconds to go in that power play, but it's going to be Connor Wilson that's going to go for a trip. So PHC is going to look for an opportunity to get back into this game. As the Pens are going to have their work cut out for them, killing another penalty here. After 27 seconds of 4-on-4 play, the PHC is going to have a power play. D-zone draw is going to be won back by the penalty-killing machine, Blake Paris. But it's going to be high in the zone here as PHC is going to bring it in. It's going to go off of a stick, but it's going to be swallowed up by number 29, Max Dragosic. Going to get another whistle here in 14 seconds. PHC is going to have their power play start. 3:02 now on the clock. PHC is changing up a couple of troops here, as Bingham Green's going to step in for this draw with Paris, Stark, and Frankenfield rounding out the 4 on the ice for the Pens. Green's going to split the defense, but it's going to be knocked off at the last second by number 7. Green's going to work hard. He gets that puck back as he has it behind the net. As PHC is now on a power play with 59 seconds to go on this penalty to Connor Wilson. It's going to be brought in behind Stark. Stark's going to go in and engage 22. 22 now has that puck. It's going to squirt to the stick of Stark. It's going to can't force it up the wall, though, as he gets it back himself. Good play there by number 7, Nico Stark. He's going to try and come out leading the rush here. It's going to go in 1-on-3. Goes around a couple of guys. Long shot. Glove down by Williams. Good play there by number 7, Nico Stark, to bring that into the offensive zone. Get a shot off. Get a whistle. Offensive zone face-off. 35 to go on the penalty kill to number 8, Connor Wilson. Penn's going to change up their troops here. Sword Phillips now on to take the straw with number 12, Owen Mulligan on the backside. Number 77, CJ Nenavisa. Number 14, Noah Welch. Spittle's going to come in to take the straw against Phillips. Phillips is going to win this back, but it's going to be picked up here and thrown all the way down the ice for an icing call. PHC helping us out here, killing a couple more seconds off of the penalty. Another offensive zone face-off to the left of netminder Williams. Once again, it looks like it's going to be Spittle and Phillips. As PHC is changing up the troops. A little confusion here. They got 6 guys on the ice. Puck is dropped now. Phillips is going to win that draw. He's going to dump it deep into the zone, where 22 is going to pick it up behind netminder Williams. He's going to chip it up to Noah Welch in the neutral zone. Welch is going to go D to D over to Nenavisa. Nenavisa is going to curl back around, looking for a pathway with this puck. Going to engage now with 22. It's going to be lifted through the crease by 22. 5 seconds here, and Wilson's going to be coming out of the box as it's brought back to the center by number 12. That's Owen Mulligan. He's downshifts, tried to go over to Phillips. It's loose in the crease, still loose. It's in the skates now. Spittle as it's going to be found by Phillips. We're back to 5-on-5 plays. The Pens kill off that penalty to Wilson. It's going to be shot up off the wall where 20 is going to be sealed off by Phillips. Brought right back into the high slot by Mulligan. Shot wide of the net, though. It's going to come up the wall here and held in nicely by Welch. Welch is going to take a long shot to flex in on Williams. And he seals up that long shot. 1:16 to go in the second period. Now, between this semifinal matchup between the Philadelphia Hockey Club and your 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Now on the ice to take this draw is Brooksy Gaworski as the Pens setting up with the face-off play. He's going to be flanked by Borman and Ferguson on the backside. Nico Stark and number 43, Grant Loya. Spittle number 7 is going to come out. Or that's Fazio number 7. He's going to throw it all the way down the ice here behind Dragicic. He's going to be run into by Loya, where number 93, Riker Ferguson's going to pick it up. He's got a man ahead of the play. That's Brooks Gaworski. Hits him. He goes skate to stick. Moves over to Borman. They're coming in 2-on-2 now. Borman stops up. He's got a man high in the slot. It's Loya. Hard shot. Pad save. Backhanded off the pad of Williams by Gaworski. As Roach is going to throw it up ahead where he's got 88. He's going to try Stark. Stark rushes over to cancel him out. It's going to go behind Dragicic where Stark's going to get to that puck. He's going to backhand it off the wall to Ferguson. Ferguson, he curls back. Chips it back off the end wall to number 43's D partner. That's Grant Loya. He stops up. Some smooth skating from Grant's going to reverse it back to Borman. Borman's going to exit the zone now as he's going to throw it just out of the reach of Gaworski. It's going to be long enough for icing. And with 15 seconds to go, Pens have a D-zone draw coming up. As the Penguins look to get out of this period with a 3-0 lead. They change up the troops. It's going to be Connor Wilson tasked with winning this D-zone face-off. He's going to be on with Blake Paris and Bingham Green. On the backside, it's Frankenfeld. Welch is going to go behind the net, over to the stick of Green. He's going to chip it up to Wilson. Wilson's just going to throw it all the way down the ice. And another icing call. 4.3 now on the clock. Another D-zone face-off. Pens are going to stick with the same clientele on the ice. And it's going to be Connor Wilson, this time to the right side of Dragicic. taking this draw, stepping in against number 8. Wilson wins this back to Frankenfield, and that's going to do it here for the second period. As the score after 2, your Pittsburgh Penguins lead 3, and the Philadelphia Hockey Club 0. 1 period to go here to see who's going to get a berth in the championship game of the 2024 Midwinter Classic. We're going to take a break. Three nothing's the score, 15 minutes on the clock. Period number 3 is underway as faceoff's going to be won back over to Frankenfield. He's going to hustle over to get to this puck. He can't get it beyond number 22, though. It's going to kick right back to Frankenfield. Frankenfield does get it up to Bingham Green, right winger. It's going to be reverse right back to number 20. He's going to take it around Frankenfield. Taken. It's going to be a big pad save by Dragicic as Wilson's going to take it out of the zone now. Wilson's going to go around a couple guys, pull and curl move. Backhanded off the bar as number 00 has it behind the net now. He gets his feet moving. He's got a man up behind Frankenfield. Number 00 is going to try and take it himself as he's going to be stopped up at the line there by Paris. It's going to be an offsides call. A neutral zone face-off coming up. 14:20 to go here on the clock. Third period action. Riker Ferguson on with Owen Mulligan and Sawyer Phillips. It's Phillips now that's going to carry it into the offensive zone. He's going to try and get around Fazio. Finds the stick of Riker Ferguson, who hustles over to pick up this puck now behind netminder Williams. He's going to reverse it back, cycles it over to his winger, Owen Mulligan. Mulligan loses the puck, though, as 8 now has it. It's going to be thrown up here on the half wall. Ferguson's all over the place. Hustles over to get to that puck. It's going to squirt out here to the stick of Grant Loya. He runs into a guy, and it's not Grant that hits the deck, as it's going to be Loya that picks it up. He's going to reverse it back to Phillips, who is covering the point. Phillips can't get control of this puck. Nenevice is going to get on his horse here to hustle over, as he knocks it off the stick here. Big play. He's pulled down there. Big play by Nenevice, and now it's Mulligan that's run into by 5. But it's going to squirt over to the stick of Riker Ferguson, trying to calm things down here. He's taking 2 guys on right now. Nenevice is on to help out, as Loya is going to pick this up behind Dragicic. He's run into by 12. It's in the skates of Loya. He finds it, as he's going to try to move this up to his winger. That's number 12, Owen Mulligan. Mulligan gets the feet moving. He's going to take it back to center. And the Pens are going to change up a couple of bodies here, as it's going to squirt back behind Dragicic, picked up by number 7, Nico Stark. Moves it to Frankenfield. He loses it in his skates, though, as it's going to be pushed forward to Gaworski. Gaworski now enters the zone. He's got a man streaking to the net. Mormon can't get it to him, though. Picked off here by number 00, speedy defenseman here for PHC. He's going to try Frankenfield one-on-one. Goes through Frankenfield. He's going to go around Stark. Shot taken. Glove down. Max Dragicic shuts things down. Big save there by the man wearing number 29, Max Dragicic. Keeps it a 3-0 game. As 0-0, Dannenhauer's coming through some speed, danced around a couple of guys, rips a shot, glove down by Dragicic. Another D-zone draw here, one PHC. As they're going to move it down to the half wall. Man open slot, it's Roach. Roach pad save here by Dragicic. Picked up now behind the net by Stark. Stark moves it a little bit behind Borman. Borman now picks it up. He's got Gaworski up ahead, gets it to Gaworski. As the Penguins are playing with it high in the offensive zone. It's going to squirt behind Stark as 86 is going to try to pick up the puck, but it's going to be Connor Wilson. Curls around Roach now. He comes in 3-on-2 developing for the Penguins. Wilson with another curl move, finds the stick of Gaworski. Shot taken. Brooks Gaworski makes it a 4-0 game here. As he tucks it home, rebound shot over to him. As Connor Wilson brings it into the zone, finds the stick of Brooks Gaworski, number 45. It's a 4-0 game here. 11:56 to go, semifinal matchup. Up for grabs, a berth in the championship game of the 2024 Midwinter Classic here from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. Ensuing face-off, ready to go. As Riker Ferguson steps in now, flanked by Bingham Green and Paris. Long shot taken by 20, a foot wide of the net here, but back to go and get it is Nenevisa. He seals off Spittle. Sneaky move behind the play there by CJ. As puck's going to come back into the offensive zone. It's going to be Riker Ferguson that pulls up with it. He's got it behind Williams. He stops up. He makes a man fall down. He makes two men fall down. It comes to the like shot taken as they're going to come out 1-on-2 here as number 20 is going to try and work it around Noah. He's got Noah turned the wrong way. But it's going to be Riker Ferguson now that has this puck. As it comes back to the neutral zone where it's going to squirt over to Bingham Green. Long shot taken, glove down by Williams. He's going to play it though. It's going to line change, and it's going to be shot back to center red where Sawyer Phillips, freshly on the ice, is going to right back into the offensive zone. He's going to come down the right-hand wall now. He works around number 17, backhands through the crease. It's loose in the crease. Mulligan tucked in the rebound though. It's going to be shot up the wall to the point man. Welch is going to hustle over to keep it in. He's going to throw it to Wilson. Back to the point now where Connor Wilson now has it. Wilson's going to try and curl around one guy, still has it. He's going to be run into. He's going to be separated off the puck where number 0's going to try and split behind Nenevisa and Welch. He's going to bounce it around Nenevisa. It's going to be pulled down there, though. And the Penguins are going to go back to the penalty kills as Nenevisa did a good job here pushing 0-0 to the outside. 10:25 to go now on the clock, third period action. They're going to say that there was a penalty already called on Connor Wilson, I believe, before that was brought into the offensive zone. I think that's what the call is going to be. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for a full minute 30. Familiar territory here from Whitby. Pens are going to have to kill off this 5-on-3 as Connor Wilson and Nenevisa are in the box. It's going to be Borman, Stark, and Loya on to kill off this. As some late action drama. Pens are up 4-0 here. Long shot goes into the crease here off the equipment of Roach. It's going to be picked up by Loya. Loya's going to sail this softly down the ice. Let's see if it's going to be long enough for icing. It is. So the Penguins are able to kill off 21 seconds so far of this 5-on-3. Before now to go in the third period. HC is going to have an offensive zone face-off. Penalty killers on here. Gaworski, Loya, Stark, and netminder number 29, Max Dragicic. It's going to come high in the slot. Number 00, shot taken over the shoulder of Dragicic and in the net. Dannenhauer had some room. He walked down high in the slot, takes the long shot. Not anything Max could do about that one. So it's going to be 4-1 now as we are just under the 10-minute mark as PHC is trying to get back in this game. Connor Wilson's going to exit the box. As PHC is going to cash in on that 5-on-3. They still have a minute 2 of 5-on-4 penalty time. This number 89 is going to try and push it into the zone here. It's going to be in the skates of Paris as 22 is going to try and work it around Welch, who's turned the wrong way. He's dancing around Welch. It's going to be shot off the stick of Frankenfeld, and it's going to be swallowed up by Dragicic. 50 seconds now to go. Paris is going to step in for this draw. Paris is unable to win this draw. It's going to come back to the point man, number 7. 7's going to work down to car number 89. 89 goes back to number 7, car at the point. It's going to be thrown up the wall by Welch, and the point man's going to keep it deep. It's going to squirt around off the end wall here as number 20 is going to try and bring it in the slot off the equipment of Frankenfield, who went down to a knee. It's going to squirt high in the crease here. Frankenfield gets in the way of another pass. Spittle's going to come over here. It's going to have his pocket picked by number 19, Bingham Green. As the Penguins have 20 seconds here of PK time. Bingham Green's going to kill some more time off this clock. Tick, 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 tick. 14 seconds to go here on the PK. 9:06 now to go in the third period. Dannenhauer, dangerous defenseman, is going to carry this out with some speed. He's going to try and work against Paris. He's now going to try against Welch. He's going to split behind everybody. Big pad save there by Dragicic as it goes through the equipment to number 22. What is he doing? Who's going to find the back of the net. 2 quick goals there by PHC is going to make this a game in the third period. Two goals in less than a minute for PHC is going to make this a 4-2 game.
What do you think? Goalie interference? Goalie interference?
To go. Semi-final matchup between PHC is back underway. PHC and your 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. As PHC has some momentum here, as Fazio is now going to carry it out. He's going to try and work around Loya. Loya seals him to the boards as Borman's going to come over and help out. Roach shoves Borman to the ice. As Borman's going to work it out of the zone here. Stick on the ice here from Ferguson. He goes to the bench here for Wilson. It's going to be an offsides call. As PHC is going to try and throw it back in, but they had a man in ahead of the play. 8:24 now to go. As it's going to be Riker Ferguson stepping in to take this draw against centerman number 15, Max Roach. Puck's going to be won back by PHC, but it's going to be won by Borman. Borman's going to throw it up into the offensive zone where Brooksy Gaworski, he gets around one guy, still has control of this puck. It's going to find now number 21. 21's going to throw it back to the neutral zone, finds the stick of CJ Nenevisa. Nenevisa thought about going D to D. He's going to make a pass up to his winger, Borman, or Dannenauer now has it. As he loses control, it's going to be Borman streaking down the left-hand wall. Great pass over to Gaworski, just off his stick. Gaworski's hauled down, but it's going to be on the half wall. It's going to be Riker Ferguson. He's tied up by a couple of guys. It's going to be Roach here coming out with some speed. He's going to try Nenevisa and Welch. He's going to work around the left side of Nenevisa, but Welch gets a stick on it. And it's still loose here where Riker Ferguson's going to chip it up off the wall, just out of the zone here. They bring it in offsides. PHC is going to have a offsides call. As number 21 doesn't like that call. He might be adding a new stick to his holiday wish list as well. After banging it off the wall, he must not like that one very much. 7:31 to go here in the third period, 4-2 the score. PHC is going to win this faceoff back to Fazio. Defenseman number 7 is going to dump it in deep behind our own number 7. Nico Stark is going to go back and pick this up. Lifts the stick of number 20, though. 20 is going to get this backdoor. Great save by Dragosic, sticking the left pad out. It's still loose in the crease, still loose. It's going to be pushed into the net there off the equipment of Frankenfeld. It was sitting there in the crease. Frankenfeld tried to get back and cover it up. It's going to go in the net, though. Two minutes and 45 seconds for PHC. Started with a couple of penalties. Pens get their hand caught in the cookie jar. Dragosic with a couple of big saves, and it's going to be put into our own net. Now we're under 7 to go. 4-3 the score. Pens once had a comfortable lead that's evaporated now. 4-3 now as PHC has a lot of momentum. As we're under 7 minutes to play, Owen Mulligan is going to try and take it out of his own zone here. He takes a slash. He steals the puck. He's going to be run into by Dannenauer. And it's going to go behind the net here to Williams. As high in the zone, Sawyer Phillips now has it. So the Pens need to make sure they're making smart decisions with this puck. It's going to be cycled back from Wilson back to Phillips. High in the zone now. Loyes has it. He's going to get around a couple guys, but Dannenauer from his deep position to poke this off the stick of Loya. Loya's going to move it back low in the zone there with Wilson. A couple guys in front. Couldn't get it through. Dannenauer winding it up again as he's going to try and work around Nenevisa. Backhands off the equipment of CJ Nenevisa. Still loose, though, as it's going to be thrown behind the net. Dannenauer now has it. As he tries to lift up, Wilson takes a body here as it looked like Dannenauer's going to try and pick it up and try the Michigan. Wilson runs into him, 6-on-5 right now as PHC has an empty net. It squirts into the Penguin bench, right back on. So Penguins are going right back to the PK. Riker Ferguson and Easton Borman, Grant Lloyd, and C are on to kill off this minute 30 penalty. 5:46 on the clock. Timeout, PHC. Borman's going to chip it high off the wall here. Danhauer whiffs on it. It's Borman. He's going to go in one-on-one against Spittle. He's around a man. Easton Borman's coming down the wall. Tries to tuck it around the pad. Williams, big save here by Williams. Outlet now as Roach is going to try Welch one-on-one. Inside, swallowed up by Dragicic. Poked free by Danenhauer. Takes a shot after the whistle. And Borman and him are going to have a conversation. Swallowed up by Dragicic. 0-0 comes in to try and poke it loose. 1:03 now to go on the PK. Pens are going to change up the troops. 5:19 to go in the game. It's going to be Bingham Green now going on this draw against number 15, Max Roach. Also on the ice here for the PK, Paris, Nenevisa, and Loya. It's going to be one back to Danenhauer high at the point. Shot taken, deflects off the stick of Nenevisa. He's going to move it to Paris. Paris is going to clear it out of the zone to Bingham Green. Get this deep, Bingham. Bingham Green loses control of this puck. It's being wound up here by number 15, dangerous player Max Roach. He tries to split the defense. It's going to be sealed off by Nenevisa. Down to the ice goes Roach. As it's going to find a stick of 20. Nenevisa in good position here to poke it out. It's going to go high in the slot. Dangerous player. Club it down. Rebound, score. Spittle's going to put in that rebound. Penguins playing with fire, and they get burned here on the PK. 4:49 to go now in the third period. Tie game.
Take it off, bud. That's good. Take it off.
As the Pens are looking to pull back ahead. As the puck's going to come over to Frankenfield. Frankenfield's going to move it up to Gaworski. And it finds the stick of number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. Frankenfield's going to go D to D over to move it up to Borman. Borman's going to slide it to Brooks Gaworski. He's going to work. Pens are looking for a couple shots here to regain the momentum. As Ferguson, he's going to work. He's got Borman high, decides to peel it back down the wall. Pass into the slot, loose in the crease. It's going to get here where it's going to squirt free to number 89. He's going to throw it past everybody. Frankenfield's going to try and get over to it. He's going to run into number 8. He's going to try get to that puck. Frankenfield now has it. He's going to throw it off the wall back to the point man. It's going to be brought right back in by PHC. Dangerous in the crease now. Going to be pushed out of danger by Dragicic as Borman's going to work this back out of the zone. He's going to man ahead of the play. He's trying to hit Gaworski. Unable to connect with him, but Ferguson's going to slide it over to Gaworski. He's going to come in one-on-one against 17. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to be run into now. He stops up looking for a trailer. It's going to be Owen Mulligan that's going to deflect this wide in the zone where it's going to come out of the zone here. It's going to be shot all the way back down the ice. That should be an ice call. And it says Nenevisa goes back for that puck. Offensive zone faceoff here, 3:23. Pens are looking for some shots to regain this lead. Was once a 4-0 lead, now a 4 game here. As Mulligan's going to step in to take this draw. He's going to push it forward. He's on with Phillips and Green. Green's going to come over and try to get to this puck. He runs into a guy. It's Bingham Green now that has it. Goes into the slot. Sawyer Phillips. Sawyer Phillips! Puts it in and the Penguins regain the lead. 5-4 to score. 3:11 to play. Somebody say something about being fired up. Sawyer Phillips cashes in late in the third period. Bingham Green won a puck battle below the goal line. Centering pass wide open in the slot. The PHC squad's going to bring it right back in. It's going to be chipped over the second net of ice at 86, and Welch are going to go back for it. Welch is canceled out. He's going to throw it behind the net. Nenevisa is unable to get to this puck. It's going to be Nenevisa back to the point man. It's going to be forced out of the zone now by Bingham Green as he's going to pull it back, gets center red, dump it down. Pens are going to go for a change. Mulligan is on the forecheck. There's 2-4 now to go in the third period. Dannenhauer winds it up again. Defenseman, he's going to try to work around everybody. He's going to bring it in. He's going to be pushed wide by Big Blake Paris. Shot taken, sicked away by Dragusin. Goes behind the net now. Loya engages number 20. Stark's going to move it up now to Borman. 2:27 in the third period. 5-4 the score here. It's going to be pushed off the stick of Blake Paris. Big winger for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And it's going to be Max Roach here coming out of the zone with speed. Familiar thing today. He's going to be in a foot race here with Ferguson and Stark. Stark knocks it off the stick. Roach grabs this momentarily as Stark, where they battle here on the wall, where it's going to go behind the net to Loya. Loya's now going to get this puck under 2 minutes to go here. Semifinal contest, Midwinter Classic between senior 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins elite squad. It's going to be thrown behind everybody. 20 is going to try to come in and get a shot off. Knocked off his stick nicely by Stark and Ferguson. It's going to go up to Paris. Paris is going to return it to Stark, or to Loya. Penn going to benefit here as Roach was looking for offense, trying to bring it right back in the zone. Ahead of the play, though, was a PAT player. We're under 2 to go, 1:42 to go. Here in the third period. Personnel changes here for PHC. It's going to be Mulligan, Borman, and Gaworski on the backside. Welch and Frankenfeld. Fazio is going to throw it deep into the zone. Welch is going to go back and pick it up. He's going to have it behind the net. He's going to reverse it back to Mulligan. Mulligan up to Borman. Borman's got Gaworski ahead. Borman's going to do the smart thing. Just carry it in. He's going to dump it deep, make PHC go 200 feet. As Mulligan now has it. 1:18 to go here in the third. Mulligan loses his puck. Borman's over to seal off his man. He's going to behind a couple of guys, though, loses the puck here at the blue line, where 22 is going to try and work it around Welch. Welch is in a foot race here. Gaworski comes back. Good back check there by Brooksy. 1 minute to play here. Gaworski loses the puck, though, behind the net. Spittle now has it. He's back to Dannenhauer. He's wide open behind the slot. Shot taken. It's in the crease. Covered up there and sealed up. Couple shots after the whistle here. 54 seconds to go. Big saves there by Max. We're going to have a D-zone draw, 54.0 on the clock. Ferguson on to take it against Roach. 20's now going to take a long shot, swallowed up into the equipment. Dangerous there off the face-off win by Roach. 50.8 now on the clock. Ferguson will reset. Green, Phillips, Nenavista, and Loya. It's going to actually Bingham Green's going to step in. He went draw back cleanly to Loya. Loya's going to pick behind the net, though. Penn sitting back, though. Net empty for PHT. It's going to find the stick of Ferguson. He's got Green up ahead. He fans on it. Ferguson gets it back. He's going to chip it out of the zone here. Phillips is going to try and force this higher in the neutral zone as Dannenhauer to work around Loya. He's going to be knocked off the puck by Ferguson. Ferguson loses it. Phillips tries to push it further out. Winger for PHC falls down. 18 to go. So the stick of Ferguson gets it on Fergie. It does come. No, they're going to say it stays in the zone. Dangerous. Shut in on the net. Nenavisa now is trying to seal it off on the wall. Tick, 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 tick. 6 seconds to go. Nenavisa smartly is going to tie this up on the wall. He loses the puck. Clock's going to expire. That's it. And your Pittsburgh Penguins survive a late comeback by PHC. And after a goal late in the game by Sawyer Phillips, they are victorious. There's zeros on the clock. And the scoreboard reads your Pittsburgh Penguins 5 and the Philadelphia Hockey Club 4. So your team will advance to the championship game here, 2024 Midwinter Classic, where they're going to take on the winner of the other semifinal, the Rochester Junior Americans and the Philadelphia Flyers. 5-4 is the final here. We'll see you at 1:30 for the championship game. Be sure to like and subscribe to Cine TV.